Okay, welcome everybody to the Committee of the Whole. We would like to acknowledge that we are privileged to meet on the unceded and ancestral territories of the Squamish and St'át'imc Nations. We have an agenda recommendation if somebody would like to read it, please.
We would like to acknowledge that we are privileged to meet on the unceded and the ancestral territories of the Squamish and the St'át'imc Nations.
No.
Just an agenda. Oh my God.
Agenda recommendation, that's okay.
Sorry, it's
It's okay, it's been a bit of a morning. It's been a bit of a morning.
Yeah. Right. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay, wait, hang on. Or she just changed, or somebody just changed it.
Yes, I did.
Okay. Well,
Okay, go
I'm
ahead.
actually really happy that we are here. The unceded and ancestral territories of the Squamish and St'át'imc Nations, because it is a lovely place to be. And so I'll also recommend that the amended agenda of this meeting.
Thank you,
Second.
Cynthia. Second, Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. All in favor? And that's carried. Could somebody read? We have a recommendation, two recommendations for minutes.
The minute.
Go
That the
ahead.
minutes of the committee of the whole meeting held on March 11th, 2026 be adopted.
Thank you, Lisa. Do we have a second? Thank you, Melissa. All in favor? And that's carried. Could we have second? Do you want to carry on, Lisa, with the second recommendation?
Sure. That the minutes of the policy committee meeting held on March 11th, 2026 be adopted.
Thank you, Lisa. Could we have a seconder, please? Thank you, Celeste. All in favor? And that's carried. Okay, now moving on to, I don't think we have any trustee items, although it doesn't say no, but does anybody have anything under trustee items? Okay, seeing none, we have information items, so I'm going to turn that over to Danielle for the trustee calendar.
Okay, so we have BCSTA AGM, which is starting tomorrow. And it's going from tomorrow till Saturday. And I just wanted to let everybody know that we are booked into the Italian kitchen for tomorrow evening for 5:15. So dinner's at 5:15, and I'm just gonna ask if everyone could try to keep their orders to around the per diem amount that we have, which is $30. And then Friday we have the QP reception, which is at 6 p.m. All rooms and self-parking have been pre-authorized. And I also just wanted to point to everybody out that pointed out to everybody that it's actually starting a bit earlier than normal. Usually it starts at 1, but it's actually starting at 12:45. So that's before registration and stuff. So make sure.
And the first, if I recall, the first speaker is
At 1.
Ministry of Education. Minister of
Oh, is
Education is
it?
the first speaker, yeah.
And yeah, so the first opening remarks and stuff are done at 12:45. So we should be there a little bit earlier than that. I'll try to get there a little bit earlier to get us a table. Yeah. And what else? Oh, and there's a brunch breakfast on Friday at 8 a.m. Did anyone have anything in particular they wanted to talk about for that? No? Okay. Questions? You're good? Okay. Then April 20th, the next item is April 20th. There's a DPAC meeting at Whistler Secondary School. On April 22nd, there's a number of school learning plans. I believe everybody knows which plans they're going to. So is there any scheduling issues for that at all? Or is...
I am not going to be here. I do apologize. Because of the events in Mexico, the flights have been changed or stopped service early, so
Okay,
I had
so
to change my plan.
we have Rachel who's assigned to Spring Creek. But we do have to
I think I'm there, yeah.
that's this week.
Oh, yeah, Spring Creek, yeah.
I think that's all I have, like you said, I can do.
April,
It's
did you be
only
busy that day?
Yeah, I don't get home till the 23rd.
Oh, okay, you're out of town. Okay, that's right. Okay. I was trying to figure out what we needed. And then,
Supposed to go anywhere in the.
Just
no,
the-
just the one. Okay. I was just trying to see. I think Rebecca had something that day too, so I don't think she's able to
She's away.
as well. Yeah. So I think both of you. So we're kind of down to a
Mhm.
bare bones attendance that day. Because Brackendale will just be you as well. Only by yourself. So we'll have a
Oh.
couple of trustees that will be. No,
No.
it's just Celeste. Unless you want to try to. I don't know if you could make it work, but it's okay.
I can see if. If the recognition lunch, what time are you supposed to start at Brackendale?
1:30.
1:30, and I'm scheduled to finish. Oh, their employee recognition lunch starts, I think it starts at 12, so I might be able to, I'll try.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work, that's okay too.
It's at Brackendale, because Brackendale is close.
Brackendale. Yeah, that's true. Actually, they're close. So-
They are close.
Okay.
Spring break to Brackendale. Mhm.
Cynthia said she'll come as well. 'Cause we always like to have two trustees if possible. Yeah. So is anyone else free in the morning to go to Spring Creek?
I think we're already.
Okay. Right. Okay, and then May 4th is the SSTA liaison meeting. I think Rebecca is now the.
Yeah, but she can't, because I read somewhere she's not getting back till May
She
6th.
can't. So did,
So it's
are you
me.
attending?
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to double check that. So you're.
I didn't know about that, but I didn't know that she would be missing that week, but that's okay.
Oh.
Yes, I can attend.
Okay, and then May 6th, we have a number of school learning plans as well. So we have Pemberton Secondary, Squamish Elementary, and Mamquam. Is any scheduling issues with those ones? Rachel, I don't, oh, you are on,
Is Rebecca
On
anywhere
one.
there? Because she's
I
also
got it
gone.
too.
oh, she's not on here. So Rachel, you're unable to attend.
I think it's Pemberton.
Am I already,
Yeah,
I'm already on that schedule.
Lisa and Rachel and Pemberton.
I have Lisa and Rachel, yeah.
Where am I?
You're in Squamish Elementary.
Oh, great. You're at Mamquam.
Well, I think I have two.
No, I only have you
You're
for
at
Mamquam.
Mamquam.
Okay, and who else is Rebecca with me?
No,
No,
Yeah.
Cynthia.
Okay, so I'm fine.
Is anyone else able to attend PSS? Pemberton
Yeah,
Secondary?
well,
Sorry, what did you say, Melissa?
I'm away as well.
Oh, you're away.
Okay.
I think, okay, so. We'll just have Lisa attending that one.
Who's doing Squamish?
Squamish Elementary. Me. Celeste.
All right.
Okay. And then we have our May agenda setting committee, May 5th. And then May 13th, we have our Calcum learning plan as well as our board meeting and Pemberton custodial recognition dinners. The May board meeting will be in Pemberton.
Okay.
And then the day after that's our retirement function.
I'm so sorry. I had mistakenly thought that the board meeting would be in Squamish on the 13th, so I will attend, but I'm going to attend remotely because we leave for a very long driving trip that evening. And I just don't think I can do Pemberton to the place that we need to go. Because we'll be driving till like midnight. So I'll be at that meeting, but it's going to be remote and I won't be there for the recognition dinner this year.
Okay.
Retirement dinner.
Is anyone else not able to join us for the retirement dinner?
Did you say you weren't able to join the retirement?
No, this will be away.
Okay.
Sorry, did you say that, Rachel?
I won't be here for that even.
Anyone else?
I leave May 18th.
Good.
And then May 27th, we have our Calcum school visit. So I just wanted to ask who is planning on attending that, because we'll have to try to figuring out arrangements for transportation.
I'm happy to.
Great. Coming, April. Coming, Cynthia.
We'll do the same thing, drive to Pemberton and jump in.
I'll just have to figure out who else
Okay.
is all coming.
I
I
won't
don't
be able
want
to
to drive my
attend.
car.
I'm sorry, there's too many people.
I won't be able to attend this year.
Okay. I know, Lisa, you can. How about you,
Rachel's
Rachel?
on.
No,
I don't know yet.
Rachel, maybe. And I'll have to check with her back. That's it.
Okay, gotta get out of this. This. School learning plan. Is that also you, Danielle? Who's
I
talking?
think it's just an attachment, like, it just has that in the attachment.
That's what we were just
account.
discussing. It has all the attendees.
Okay, all right. So then we move down to the trustee role update. Chris, could you speak to that, please?
Yes, so if folks recall at the last board meeting, staff was asked to do some research around how other districts, if other districts have policy, procedures, or practices around virtual attendance. And so we did so, we help of AI, and then did some checking to make sure it was all accurate. So what I had shared was in your package was a chart showing you color coded how a selection of districts, for a third of all districts that had some information about virtual meetings. So just in summary, that 10 of the 20 districts reviewed permit virtual attendance routinely with no conditions. And that's inclusive of severely large and geographically dispersed districts. 4 districts had notice-based models where the priority may be in-person expectations, but accommodation for circumstances was permitted. Some required notice, such as Vancouver, which requires 48 hours, but no justification. And then with more restrictive districts that emphasize public accountability, they reference trustee obligation to remain accessible in person. Some districts had a consecutive meeting cap to say 3 meetings in a row would be fine without board approval. Whereas some districts were only under certain circumstances with notice. Some districts, it's at the chair discretion to refuse virtual attendance, but that was mainly for closed meetings, appeals, or matters to do with employee conduct or whatnot. So this is provided at this time for your review at your leisure, because my understanding would be, or likely at the next agenda setting would be bringing the policy back for review, but we want to ensure people had time to take a look at what was happening in other districts. So I hope that provides you with a wide range, and will provide you with information that you need to support further conversations when the topic is brought up. So it was just for information at this point, because the agenda setting, the policy itself is not up for discussion this time around. Again, wanting to provide people the time to read through everything and be prepared to have a conversation at a later date.
Go ahead, Melissa.
I have a question of clarification. Thank you for doing all of this. Where the BC School Act is quoted here.
Yep.
Why would you go against the BC School Act? Is it just a suggestion? I thought it was sort of like
The act says that boards may. So in the application of may it's at board discretion. So they may choose to, but they don't have to. So boards can say absolutely 0 all times, or with whatever the board at the board's pleasure, which is why the recommendation is to tighten up policy, to have clarity over your virtual attendance. policy.
Okay, so it's not saying you can attend in person or not, it's saying it's up to the board to decide.
Yes.
Okay.
Each board decides individually.
Any other comments, questions? Okay,
Just
thank you,
thanks for
Chris,
doing
for-
that. Yes, Appreciate it.
And just for the record, I do want to say it again, publicly, that, staff, of course, will support whatever the board decides.
Thank you for taking the time,
Yeah, certainly.
finding out this information. And so, as Chris said, we will add the review to the April agenda set. Okay, moving on to discussion items, BCSTA AGM motions. Danielle?
Yeah, I think this is that time that we have every year just to see if there's anyone who feels that they want to speak to any motion.
Mhm.
If they want to. If there's any interest that they think they want us, the rest of the team to consider.
Right. Go ahead, Cynthia.
Which,
The motion package?
No.
I didn't think so.
This is not a public document?
No. Okay.
Well, we can't discuss right now, okay?
You can, but you just can't, we can't share that out.
Right, but I think Cynthia wants to make a comment about,
Yeah, I don't,
about speaking to a particular motion, although I,
That's fine.
I'm just wondering if some of these motions are, they talk to curriculum. And I was wondering if anybody else
noticed,
noticed that as well.
not directly.
Okay.
You'll have to show me which one you're talking about, because as we know, as trustees, curriculum is not something that we can adjust. Doesn't mean that everybody knows that.
as a point of, what's the word, maybe advice or support. Maybe it's enough to say that if there's a concern, one of the agenda items may be pertaining to curriculum, and the board understands that the curriculum is a ministerial matter, and
We
that's
can't
where we would
really
fall. Yeah,
No.
I mean,
advocate one way or.
without knowing what I don't know what you're referring to.
I don't know which one I was.
So-
I may have to look a little more closely. I will be on.
I have a suggestion, you could put it on in camera, and then if it's determined actually this is fine public interest, you can have it
Bring it
brought
out
out
of
of
the-
camera and speak to it at the open, and then we're still being transparent with the public.
Okay, sure. Maybe do
Is
that.
that fair?
I think, Cynthia, in response to that, we have had items come to the AGM that were curricular in nature, and that was just announced and it was kind of done.
Okay.
You may,
Leave it up for this.
you may also better understand once you're there and people
Mm.
start speaking to it, why it is relevant to be discussed. So even though it's not apparent today and we may bring no additional information that's helpful, there could be other trustees that will once you're in the moment.
I think I just wanted to just clarify that we don't really have any jurisdiction over curriculum. Okay.
Okay. All right, any other questions or comments under that? Okay. We have no action items. Do we have any questions of clarification?
Sorry, I think I had my amended item after
Where?
discussion for the half mast team. Within the amended.
Okay, I'm sorry, I don't have the amended agenda in front of me. That's okay. Go ahead, go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, thank you. So late breaking news in the deputy minister's bulletin, which is sent to superintendent, secretary treasurer, and then we disperse it out to senior staff. Was an item in there that the federal government will be observing the Battle of Vimy Ridge on this Friday, the 9th of April, and they will be half masking.
Thursday.
Oh, sorry, tomorrow, Thursday. They will be half masting the national flag at the legislature in Victoria. The flag will also be half masted there. And it is at the discretion of school boards if they would also like to half mast for that event. So there's been no direction from the Ministry of Education or the government insofar as thou shalt. It's we will allow individual boards that discretion, which again is in our protocol as well. So it's a discussion at the board, if you would like to follow suit. And ask us to have mass, which we're prepared to do. And if the answer is yes, we will also, as per our protocol, reach out to the nations around the survivors flag. And my supposition would be, given if you do choose to do so, there are also, of course, veterans of Indigenous ancestry. So I would suspect they would also lower as well. But it is at the discretion of the battle of Vimy Ridge and all that fell.
Is a significant amount of what is it? How many years?
Vimy Ridge is with the Battle of the Somme, for example,
Okay.
the First World War is where Canadians at the time was part of the Dominion of Canada, but did have some opportunity to decide if they were going to join in the war, and of course they did. And at the Battle of Vimy Ridge, many soldiers did perish, but it was in the support for freedom, for sure, and to stop the German advance.
Yeah, that wasn't the question. What was
Oh.
the question? My question was, we don't lower the flag every year in honor of Vimy Ridge. So what is the significance of this year?
This is a new protocol that will happen every year.
Okay,
And-
that's what I was
But at
getting
this
at.
point, it hasn't been directed that all
Okay,
ministries follow it.
Okay.
It's now at the discretion of individual districts, should we choose to do so.
I guess I need to open that up for discussion. Thoughts? Go ahead, Lisa.
I say yes, follow the protocol.
Any other thoughts? My only concern, I agree, follow protocol, and I'm all about honoring veterans and people who gave their life for our country. I'm just wondering, and it's Thursday, which is like 2 days, tomorrow. I always just wonder, it'll be a good learning opportunity for our students, but they'll ask. And so I'm wondering how much lead-in time teachers have had to address it for the students in their building who are going to say, it's a little, why is the flag down?
Yeah, so senior staff, including the principals and the bulletin, all received this information.
Okay.
And schools are prepared to do so.
Okay.
If the board says yes, and facilities will assist. So principals will have
Enough time.
enough time.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I'm good then.
And what about the nations? Have they been,
That will happen as soon
Consulted.
as the board makes a decision.
oh,
Our communications officer will reach out
okay.
to the nations.
Because I would say that we follow the protocol, but only if it's in agreement with the nations.
I think when it
Yeah,
comes to
so-
the lowering of the flag, we have the
Yeah.
2 flags, but it would be,
Yeah.
you're right, it would be odd to lower the Canadian
Yeah.
flag and not the Indigenous flag. So I hear where you're coming from. I guess we could probably make a conditional lowering the flag upon the agreement of the nations.
Can
We could do that.
I will share, just for information, that those districts that I've reached out to, sister districts, they are doing so. I guess they have in their policy, it's an automatic, that it's
Right.
Peace Tower lowers the flag, they lower the flag.
But not all of those
Ours isn't
districts
like
have,
that, no.
all of those districts don't have Indigenous flags.
It's true.
So does somebody do we need a motion? Yes.
Hmm.
Does somebody want to draft a motion? Maybe Rachel, you want to draft a motion that includes the nation? Okay, maybe, did Archie do one? Okay. Oh. Okay, it looks like it's up.
Should we make it a future thing too?
Pardon?
Should we make it this year and future, so we don't have to make the decision next year?
Yes.
Probably.
So just take out 2020.
Just take out the date, yeah.
Just take out 2026. This will always be April 9th.
Well, it won't always be on the 9th, probably. Will it?
Yeah. it's
Yes,
on-
okay, on April 9th. That's right. Thank, yeah, okay. Okay. Melissa, do you want to read it?
That the Board of Education approved the lowering of the flags in remembrance of Bimmy Ridge on April 9th, contingent of the approval of local First Nations.
Somebody second? Thank you, Lisa. All in favor? And that's carried.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chris.
Thanks, Chris. Okay, so action items, we have none. Question of clarification from the public.
We do not have any.
Okay, then this meeting is adjourned at 3:43. And we all come back at
2 minutes. 3:45.
We just keep going.